Hi, Fashion Dolls. It is Thankful Thursday, December 5th, and welcome to another new episode of Style by Stevie. Today, our very special guest is a multi talented entertainer, and his name, Miscellaneous, means everything, Fashion Dolls. So, when I tell you this man does everything, he does everything. He raps, he does music, he acts, he writes, he produces. And this is his first time ever here in the Dollhouse, Fashion Dolls. And as you guys can see, as I said in my previous live, we are again looking festive for the Christmas holidays. So I hope you guys are ready for some great conversation. My phone is on 25%. We are going to try to wing it. I'm going to try to get through it, and we're going to execute this interview, and it is going to be amazing. So let me go ahead and send this to Michael so that we can get him in here and we can get this conversation started. Um, Definitely. Are y'all ready to have some holiday fun, Fashion Dolls? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? I see y'all coming back in. Y'all came right back. And anybody who followed me, I will have to unfollow, go through declutter because I'm totally maxed out. When you reach that 7.5 mark, IG will not let you follow anybody else. I don't know why, but I'm going to follow you guys back. So without further ado, Fashion Dolls, let's welcome to the Dollhouse, Michael James.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, welcome to the
Hey,
Dollhouse.
thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I'm late, but I'm here.
Perfect timing. Perfect
Yes,
timing. Perfect timing. Such a blessing to have you here.
thank
So
you.
before we kick off this interview, how has 2024 been for you so far?
A blessing. I can't lie about nothing. I'm looking forward to 2025. More films, more offers, bigger films, more platforms. It's a great look. So I'm grateful.
Yes, and you have a lot of projects coming out. We'll get to that. But before we get to your projects, I like to start at the beginning with all of my guests. Now, you were born and
Okay.
raised in Memphis, Tennessee. So tell
Correct.
us about that. How many siblings? And at what age did you develop that passion for acting? Because you do it all. You started off originally in music and
Yeah.
then act. So tell us, at what age did you discover that passion for music? And
Um, I actually started out when I was 6 years old. Entertaining my cousins. I got moved around a lot, and you get to a side of a family that doesn't really know you. You know what I mean? So I had to entertain. I had to do a lot of Eddie Murphy raw comedy stuff. Recite some of his stuff I saw on TV because my grandma had cable, they didn't. So and it was 6 years old. I'm gonna say 6 years old, and I just knew I wanted to do something with myself. I wanted to entertain.
that passion went on since then. Now you have
Yeah.
the name Miscellaneous because I think it
Oh,
fits you perfectly. You do it all. You write, you do
yeah.
music, you act, you produce, you do it all. Is there nothing you can't do? What else would you like to add to all of these titles that I just named?
I also did stand up comedy. So yeah, yeah. So I mean, if it's anything that I'm interested in, and I see that I can dominate, I'm gonna put my full force to it. My grandma used to tell me, whatever you do in life, make sure you be the shit. You know what I'm saying? Be great at it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, I feel comfortable in, and I know I can do it. I'm gonna go full throttle, no holds bars, and I'm trying to try my best to make sure I don't lag or any of that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be the best at what I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And you've made a name for yourself out here in the comedy
yeah.
and the film world as
I didn't
well.
know that. I didn't know that.
You have. And I interviewed one of your co-stars from BFFs,
Okay.
Terry T. Miles. Michael, when I say you
Yes.
I was nervous during that interview. I was nervous because I'm just like, he's on fire. You're on fire too.
Thank
You
you.
and Terry, everyone is talking about your work
Terry
from BFF.
is that guy. Terry is that guy, man. Terry actually is one of the first directors to give me a shot in a major film. So, shouts out to Terry T. Miles, and we still working. We just did a film together called Beauty and the Struggle with my boy Valley, and it's going to be on Tubi real soon. So I can't wait for y'all to check that out. It's a great film. But Terry T. Miles is that guy. He's one of the directors that actually understand the assignment of being a director
Oh yeah.
because he's also an actor himself. So he gives um, great great advice on set, and he know what it is to be an actor himself. So he shows support, and he does the damn thing. So shouts out to T Miles, man. Also, he's nominated, well, being honored on awards like myself. So shouts out to T Miles.
And yeah, we had to vote for you. So make sure you guys, if you haven't, make sure you guys go and vote. Check out the projects. Deadly Control was personal to me because I
Okay.
know women who've been in situations like that. The
Mhm.
film covers violence, a woman being in an abusive relationship, and your character comes along, Nigel, and she
Mhm.
meets you at a shelter, or not a shelter per se, but at like a clinic.
Yeah.
More so like this young lady works at a clinic,
There's a
and she
drug. Yeah.
find her way of trying to get out of this abusive marriage, this abusive
Yeah.
relationship. And it was, some of the scenes were kind of hard for me to stomach to watch because I've
Yeah.
seen this happen too many times in real time.
Yeah.
So for you, what was it like taking on this role? Because you were the good guy. You always play. What I love about you, Michael, is that you have a range. You play a
Thank you.
plethora of characters. And I told Terry, he always plays the villain. Like, is there ever a time where you don't play the villain?
Terry is great at what he do though, man. But I'm gonna be honest with you. For Deadly Control, a friend of mine supposed to had that role um, as the husband, the abusive husband, and at the last minute he backed out because of something personal, and I wanted to actually take on that role. Like I wanted that role. I wanted that villain role because I'm always doing like some kind of lover boy scene, you know. But one of my dream roles is to play someone with a sociopath or psychotic serial killer. That's like one of my passion roles. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, if you just seen the newest one, that Terry T. Miles and Bobby Valentino did offline,
And
you'll
that
get
was
to
dope.
see. Definitely go. You'll get to see that if you know what Michael is talking about. And a big shout outs to my girl Rage, who is one of the baddest hairstylists in the RVA area. For my ladies,
Okay,
please go and check her out. I've known this
for
woman
sure.
for years, and she is an amazing hairstylist. So y'all, please go and check her out. Always shouting out black-owned businesses, so y'all
You
make sure y'all go and
have
support.
to.
But you've also
You have to.
done Tit for Tat as well too. You've done Tit for Tat. You've done BFFs. You
Yes.
did Don't Fumble Me Twice, which is another one of my favorites. Um,
Thank you.
Deadly Control. The list goes on and on. And then you did Love in Poly City, which is another film. And one of your
Yeah.
co-stars, shout outs to Rico in here as well.
That's my
So you
dog.
have
That's my dog.
a list of projects. Which one was your favorite? Which role was your favorite?
My next one.
All right. And I know you
My
can't
next one.
give it all away. So what can we expect? Just give it one word. What can we expect?
Hmm. Ah, one word to describe it. Well, let me back up. So when I say my next role is my best role because I don't have um, a favorite. I have like, I have films that I admire that I did. I'm blessed to have. But I never want to settle to say, oh, that's my favorite. I want to always be like, oh, my next role is going to be my favorite role. But the one I'm doing now is, man, drama, suspense. That's all I can say.
Gotta stay tuned.
Very,
And I
very suspenseful.
last but certainly not least, Tears of a Hustler. Now there is a sequel, and I seen you post a
Yeah,
flyer for that as well too. So are
yeah.
you excited for these projects coming out going into the year 2025? Because 24 flew by so fast.
Well, you know what? It actually didn't for me. You know what I mean? It was a lot of work I put in. A lot of trials and tribulations came in 2024 for me. Like I was without a vehicle for a while. You know, I had a situation where my car almost died. Like the driving shaft came off while I was on the expressway. So I was without a vehicle for a minute, but it was a little long for me. But I stayed busy, and I think that was an assignment for me to see who was really for me, that was around me, that was going to actually be around to help, when I needed it, because I'm still new to Atlanta. I'm very new to Atlanta, so I don't have a lot of people I actually consider like a friend. You know what I mean? I have a lot of associates, but I found out who was my friend and who wasn't in 2024. So I'm grateful for it. But 2025, man, there's so many projects is about to drop, and I got so many offers right now on the table. Like I can't. God is good. That's
All,
all I want to say.
all the time.
God is
All the-
amazing. And someone told me in 2023 that I was going to be Mr. Tube 2024, and that premonition came about, and I want to thank them for telling me that. You know what I'm saying? Putting that in the universe.
All three of y'all, you, Nelson, and Terry, y'all are dominating the Tubi film scene right now. And
Yeah.
everybody's talking about y'all's projects. You have like 11 projects that are going to be coming out. And
Yes.
shout outs to my girl Rage says she watches your films. And she says, I
Thank
know
you.
that's right. I'm trying to be behind the scenes. So a big shout outs to
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. I co-produced a film myself called The Group Home, and co-directed another film called Sinful Lies. So I can't wait for those. I can't wait for people to see that. You know what I'm saying? This is me behind the scenes, but also, on camera as well, starring. But I can't wait for people to actually see the art and my hands putting into the craft of this films that I'm about to do. So I can't wait for y'all to check that out.
And you have so much going on. Not only that, but you do music as well too. Again, miscellaneous. You do so many things. So
Yeah.
I mean, for you, how do you stay grounded and centered before you get into character? Because I know taking on these kind of roles, like you said, for Deadly Control, you didn't want the role of Nigel. You said you wanted to play the role of the abusive husband. And I'm just like, no, no, you can't do that. You can't. You're so
Nah,
big for you.
no, no. Actually, I didn't mind the role of Nigel at first. I was offered the role of Nigel at first, and I was cool with that. And my homeboy, he had the role of the abusive husband. But when he bagged that, I was like, oh, maybe I can get that. You know what I'm saying? But somebody else came in and did a good job. You know what I mean? So, but no, how I center myself is first, I'm a father. I'm a father before. Um, I just remember what I'm doing is for them. You know what I mean? For myself first, because I can't do for nobody until I do for myself. So it's for them. You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that I do a great job at when I get to work. It's a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? But it's not work when you love to do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
And there are no sleep days as it pertains to parenthood, as it pertains to being a parent. Anybody that's juggling being in this business. I don't have kids,
Yeah,
but I recently became a childless dog mom. So
yeah. It's okay.
um, and my fur baby, and I brought her on the show with me this week. So there are no off days. There are no off days as it pertains to
Yeah.
being a parent because those children are going to be there 24/7. They're going to need your support
Yes.
wholeheartedly. Which brings
Yes.
me to the next part of the conversation, legacy. We talk a lot about legacy here on my platform. And for you, Michael, you are on fire. Like you and Terry are setting the trail, carving your own path out for the next generation. So
Okay.
for you, this is as we get into my question about legacy for you. My question is, what do you want your legacy for your children to be? Because they know you as an actor. They know you do so many things. You wear so many hats. But what legacy do you want for the children of your
I
children?
wanted to leave something my father didn't leave for me. Only thing I had from my father was stories in the streets. There's nothing I can actually go see or hear that he's done. I have to hear it from other people. So now that he's gone. But for mine, they actually can see what their father did, and what I did was put my foot forward and never look back, and took what I did very serious. And I want to install it in them. You know what I'm saying? They're all going to have their own life. Everybody's going to have their own journey. No matter what you try to install in someone, God is always writing your own book. But at least they can look at what I did from someone from the bottom, ground up, you know what I'm saying, to start from the ground to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. And just to know, if you put your full effort into what you do, nothing can stop you. You know what I'm saying? You keep a faith in the higher power, and you believe in yourself, and don't worry about what nobody else think. Keep going, because can't nobody stop you but yourself. So the legacy I want to leave for them is that their father did do something with himself, and they can do the same.
Absolutely. And speaking of y'all are coming in so fast. Oh my God, y'all love y'all some Michael. Okay, a big shout outs to my girl, Savvy Events brand in the Baltimore, Maryland area. Savannah
Okay.
McIntosh, black owned. I'm seeing a lot of black owned businesses in the comments
Yeah,
right now.
that's good.
Talk catering service. Please go and follow these brands. We need to more than ever. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen. I'm not even going to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with Walmart and Roscoe's Chicken Waffles, and I'm gonna leave it at that. We need to be supporting these businesses. So if you
Yeah,
haven't, please go and follow and support and check them out.
please,
Hi
please
Toy
do.
Toy. Yes, baby, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, girl. And hi Naptown. Always a pleasure to see you. It was good to see you yesterday too. But now, speaking of carving the path, you've also went and created your own platform in Memphis called Michael James Presents Late Night Comedy Show. So tell us about that. What was
Yeah.
it like your own
That
segment?
that situation came about before I made the choice to move to Atlanta. It was something that I wanted to dab in, which was a comedy show. So I took a lot of sketches I wrote from jokes that I didn't use on stage, and I made them into skits. So what I wanted to do was a late night show, kind of surrounded like a Saturday Night Live, Dave Chappelle type, Key and Peele with a little Jimmy Fallon type. You know what I mean? Where I was going to interview a lot of comedians and a lot of artists and show sketches in between. So, but when I got down here, they got on the hold. I put that on the hold, and this acting thing landed in my lap. So I may get back to it though. I'm not gonna lie, I may get back to it. But right now, I'm setting the pace. You know what I'm saying? I'm bumping and rubbing elbows and networking with people to get in the right space and right place.
And and
But it's gonna
you
come about, trust me.
it's gonna happen, and I'm so
It
proud
was
of you
funny
because
as hell.
you kept me focused.
It
Every
was
time
funny
I
as hell.
spoke with you, you tag me in something, you tag all of us in something, you let us know, okay, these are the projects coming out. And
Yeah,
as we're talking right now, the audience want more of you. They want more of the film projects. And
yeah,
it's like, which film are we talking about? As my girl Savannah said, Tears of a Hustler 2. I seen the flyer because I did go
yeah.
back and I watched one. And you sent me when I reached out to you for an interview. You was just like, okay, let me see what you're working with. I said, okay, check out the interviews. And then you sent me a few days afterwards, he sent me some of the films to check out, and I went back and I checked them out. Don't Fumble Me Twice. Great film.
Thank you.
Great film, but Gun Control, like I said, is personal to me
Yeah,
because I've seen too many women go through that
hmm,
in real time.
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
kind of personal. It's just like it's personal to me because I also am a survivor of emotional
yeah,
abuse. So I know what it's like to have somebody try to break your spirit down. So
yeah,
Maya Speller, I told Terry, I said, Terry, you and Maya are like the film version of Ashford and Simpson because y'all two are like the dynamic duo. Y'all always go out here and y'all create these projects. Now, her films are based off of her books. And in real time, like, okay,
Well,
this happened.
in the beginning, behind the veil was one of her books that she turned into a film. A lot of the other films was a lot of Terry ideas as well. So
J- Father May I asked him, and I'm pretty
yeah,
sure you've seen it, Mike.
yeah,
The hammer scene. I said, Terry, why you scare them kids like that? You literally are the father from hell. Like he
yeah,
really plays that role. I said, and he told me what happened when it came time to film that scene. He would always pop in off cue and
yeah,
scare kids, kind of pick them up, and they literally were scared. So tell
yeah,
you why you scare them babies like that. You didn't have to.
yeah,
Yes, Lester Green. He's gonna be
yeah.
coming on the show. Let's talk catering.
Shout
So
out,
yeah,
shouts out to Lester Green. That's my guy too. That's my guy too. You know what? Can I say this? A lot of people that I do um, give my flowers to and shout out, they mean something to me, but because they're great people to work with. You know what I mean? I just hope, like Silk White and Robbie were. I just hope that people return that same favor when they do their interviews and mention me. You know what I mean? But if they don't, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I would like that love in return because I mention a lot of people, and a lot of the people that I do mention, I don't get that same energy from. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people in this game that I've helped out. A lot of people that I've seen get thrown out of production due to um, false accusations and self stories that people make up, and then I take up for them. They come back, and then they don't do the same for me. You know what I mean? So I just want to put that out there. But I'm not holding a grudge, and I'm not being bitter. But I'm going to put that out there. I can't bite my tongue. You know what I mean? It hurts. So I'm going to say something. But God is good at the end of the day. I'm not wanting for anything. I'm not asking nobody to do anything for me. I'm going to get it myself. You know what I'm saying? And I
absolutely.
don't. I'm never gonna kiss nobody's ass, and I'm not gonna click up with nobody. I'm my own clique, you know what I mean? And I'm my own man at the end of the day, and I'm gonna stand on my own 2 feet, and I'm gonna make myself a relevant as possible, with or without anyone. So I'm gonna do my job. But I just wanted to say that the people I do shout out, I would love to hear the same energy I give them, they give to me.
And they will, and you know we care for you, Michael. We know
Yeah,
we're
it's all
like I said, I fell in love with you when I first saw you in Deadly Control. And then I went on and I watched your other projects that you sent me as well too. BFF's a little controversial. If you've seen that scene, you know, you know.
right.
But
Yeah.
a big
BFF
shout out.
was one of those joints that actually got me in this game, like got me through, like with an agent and everything, because that was a challenging role for me. It was one of my first big roles, and it was very challenging. But when I read the story, it was something that needed to be told.
Yeah. I see another talented beauty in here. Shout outs to my girl, my sister Kendra Shanae Music. When I tell y'all that is the next Jill, she is the next Jill Scott. Y'all need to go
Okay,
and check
man.
her. And it's a group of women. It's myself, and I'm pretty sure you guys know my girl Simone Jones, who was also in Terry T. Miles's film Offline. So make sure you guys go and check it out. It is out right now on Tubi. So
Yeah,
please go and
offline was
support.
good. Offline was real good.
And I so could see you playing a character that like Bobby played in the film. You said you want to play
Yeah,
that, but again, being an actor is about range. And who said it?
yeah,
Taraji. Love Taraji P. Henson. She said this: "I won't do it
yeah.
if it doesn't scare me." So for you as an actor,
Mhm.
what is the most challenging thing you've ever had to overcome on set?
The character BFF on BFF playing Dre. Me coming from a background like in the streets and doing what I was doing back at home and all over the place before I got into acting. When that script was presented to me, I was like, you know what I mean? Because it was talking about the LGBTQ community, and the character I played was Dre, and it was a guy who was in prison who had a relationship with another prisoner, and then that guy gets out and he becomes transgender. And I was like, well, I'm looking at this script, and I had to call my mama. I'm not gonna lie, I had to call my mama back home. I said, Mama, I think the Illuminati got me. She said, "What, boy?" I said, "The Illuminati got me, Mom. They want me to do this thing, woo, woo, woo." And she said, "Okay, what is it that you're afraid of?" And I said, "Well, I'm afraid what the hood gonna think, what my niggas in the streets gonna think about me, blase, blase." And she was like, "Okay, so what are they paying you?" And I said, "This and that." She said, "Okay." She said, "I can understand that you worry about what the streets gonna think, what the hood and the homies gonna think." She said, "But let me tell you something." She said, what you're doing is work and you're getting paid to tell a story." She said, "Some of those people are doing that stuff for free and behind closed doors. You're just doing the job." It's like, all right, well, I'll call you when I'm done. And I did it. And it became one of the best films I've done. And they actually got me an agent. And it was a great film to do because it was a story that needed to be told about, men that's having sexual relationships in prison, then getting out and not saying nothing to their significant other, and things like that happened because a lot of transgenders were getting murdered and still is getting murdered out here. And I think that's a story that need to be told. So I'm very proud of myself for doing that role. So shouts out to Dre, that character that I had to bring to life, and shouts out to Terry T. Miles for writing that film and Miles Speller for directing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And not only that, but you've also done, besides film, you've also done stage as well too. So I asked Terry the same
yeah,
question because Terry does Uncle Willie with Master P. So I said
yeah,
the big difference is like how we're doing this interview live right now. If you mess up a line in front of that audience can go back and they will catch on to it in real time. Like what's the
yeah,
film
they
out
will.
now? Wicked? Is that it? Wicked? And we've
Yeah.
seen so many adaptations of The Wiz and The Wizard of Oz, and
Mhm.
we've seen the film version and then the on-stage version. If you are going to do Broadway theater or any type of theater stage play, whatever it may be, you got to make sure that it's executed perfectly. And if there's
Yeah.
one main character, there, the audience or the people, the cast members that are on that set, they're going to be looking to that one main character so that if they mess up, they just like, okay, go ahead, fix it, what I need to do. So,
Hmm.
how we're live now. So, my next question for you is which do you prefer? Do you prefer live action on stage or being on the set?
I prefer on the set, but I did two stage plays when I first got here, and that increased my ability to do acting on film. I really love on stage. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I like just being on camera. But that stage play is something that I think every actor should go and try
Mm,
to do because it's timing. Everything is timing, and you can challenge yourself. You can challenge yourself by engaging the audience. You can challenge yourself by timing. You can challenge yourself by remembering your lines. And I did two of them. One was called Real, directed by James Taylor, and the other one was called what was the other one called? You Are the Prize, written by James Taylor. And those plays did wonderful. But those were like my exercises. Those were my graduating classes, you know what I'm saying, to get to where I'm at now. So I like stage plays. I love stage plays. But if I had a choice, they would say you want to do stage plays or film. I was like, I'll do film. But stage plays is something I wouldn't mind doing another stage play, to be honest with you. One of my favorite ones is Raising in the Sun. If I could get that, if I can get the part of Travis of
mm.
Raising in the Sun, I would run for it.
Lorraine Hansberry, and we've seen so many people from Felicia Rashad to I think
Yeah.
Denzel Washington,
Yes.
Ruby Dee, may she rest in grace. So many
Yes.
people were in this iconic film, and if it's not A Raisin in the Sun, then it's what the piano lesson, August J. Wilson.
Yeah.
So there's so many
Yeah.
black Broadway stars, black actors are taking
Hmm.
over Broadway, and they
Yeah.
have for years.
Facts.
So we're just not seeing it in the
Facts.
forefront.
Hmm. Yeah, but I like stage plays. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just to engage in the audience, it's more like being like in the beginning with my music, like me going to concerts and performing in front of a live audience. It was kind of intriguing to do because I was like, oh, this reminds me of when I was doing music. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can get used to this. And drama was one of the things I took in school. I never knew that I was going to be able to use the lessons I had in school for now because I only took drama in school to pass class because I was failing from everything else. And there was an extra credit for me to get up out of school. I did not know that I was going to use the stuff I had in drama to be doing what I'm doing now. So look at God. That's all I can say.
Yes, 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 all the time. All right, fashion dolls. So it is time. Before we let Michael go, because this conversation is so good. You guys know the Christmas holiday, as I said in the beginning of the show, the Christmas holiday is here. And we're going to do something called Christmas This or That. And then we're going to do something called Turn the Tables. I did it with Terry. And Terry was like, where are you
Mm,
from? And the funniest part, the audience got a kick out of it. They didn't know where I was from, which is South Carolina. Bamberg, South Carolina is a town nobody heard of. And Terry was
yeah,
like, you so small you could throw a rock through it. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm down here in little old Bamberg. And we've heard of other parts of South Carolina, like Spartanburg
yeah.
or Columbia or Myrtle Beach, places like that. But little old Bamberg, nobody's never really heard of it. So I asked I'd be
Yeah.
the first to host this platform down there for me. But we're going to do the turn the table segments after, but we're going to get into a little holiday this or that. So I'm going to give you two choices. And you have to tell me, and you guys in the audience at home, you can sign up and let me know which you would prefer. All right? So here's your choices. Would you rather receive 100 cookies or 100 candy canes as a gift if you had to choose?
That's a question for me.
Mhm.
I take 100 cookies. I can sell them or give away to people that needs to, be fed.
That sounds feasible. All right.
Yeah.
And here's another one. Would you rather decorate a gingerbread house or a Christmas cookie?
Oh, I do that. Do the gingerbread house. I'm gonna eat them cookies.
Okay. I
Now,
know that's
we ain't
right.
gonna make them damn cookies. We're gonna do the gingerbread house.
Okay. Would you rather listen to only Christmas songs or watch only Christmas movies?
Movies. National Lampoon is one of my favorites.
Christmas Vacation, you like it too?
Yes, perfect. Chevy Chase is the GOAT. Yes, yes, yes. I will watch. In fact, I was watching it last week at my people's house. So yeah, man, come on, man. Yeah, I will watch some Christmas films before
Oh
I. Yeah,
my God,
yeah.
that is the
There's
y'all need
only
to
so much Christmas music I can listen to. Damn it, this jingle bell my ass. I'd rather laugh and watch Chevy Chase or Deck the Halls with Matthew, who played Ferris Bueller with Danny DeVito, and yeah, man, I can go on. The Christmas Story, one of my favorites.
mine too. I love
Yeah,
it.
one of my favorites.
You'll shoot your eye out. That's and someone said it in
Yeah,
the comments. Oh my God.
yeah,
Demetria, yes, girl, that is my favorite movie. I love A Christmas Story and I love National Lampoon's
yes.
Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase was throughout that movie, from the roof scene to the scene where he was skinned and went through Walmart.
Man,
I
look,
can't get away
when
from
he
it.
got pissed off that everybody was about to leave, he was like, "Ain't nobody gonna, no, no. We're all gonna enjoy this Christmas together, and we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap dance with Jenny fucking K." And when Santa bring his fat white ass down that chimney tonight, he gonna see the happiest, nutty, craziest assholes on the side of the nut house. I said, "Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it was, yeah, it's my film. That's my film."
Then the SWAT came in the house.
Oh,
You guys gotta
oh
watch it.
yeah,
Oh Jesus, that movie. Okay,
yeah.
here's another one. Would you rather win a snowball fight or build a large snow fort if you had to choose?
Snowball fight. Snowball
Um,
fight. I'm from Memphis where we didn't get a lot of snow, And when we did get some snow, we had some snowball fights. We weren't trying to build a damn thing. We were trying to decorate the snow to put on somebody and throw it. We used to put snowballs in our hands and go in the house. My grandma used to kick our ass.
okay, here's another one. Would you rather drink only coffee or hot chocolate every day at work?
Damn. I don't do neither one. Um uh
I love
Ugh.
popsicle with marshmallows. You don't like it? You get to add your
I don't. I
marshmallows.
don't do. I don't do no hot chocolate or coffee. Ugh. Ugh. But if I had a choice, I have to do the coffee.
Demetria says coffee. Yes.
The answer.
And Starbucks has the holiday dish. I mean, whatever you like. If you like the cinnamon, if you like, I like caramel frappe personally. That's me.
Well, I
And
don't
let's
like.
talk
I
to
don't. I'm not a dairy fan. So I do a lot of vegan stuff as well. I'm not always vegan. I'm over flexitarian. I don't eat meat. Only meat I would eat is like fish, seafood or something like that. But yeah, no dairy for me. I'm cool.
okay. Now, would you rather make a present for your colleagues or buy a gift from the store? Which would you choose?
I ain't got time to be making nothing. I go buy you something. I'd rather give you the money to go buy your damn self because you might not like what I pick for you.
And you know what? We just talked about that with my guest yesterday, and he is here. Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, Emmy nominated fashion designer Devon W is here. So make sure you guys please go. For my ladies, again, check out his designs. They are gorgeous. And we touched on this yesterday. And he said the same thing. Like you're shopping for, but here's the thing for me: when you're shopping for somebody, you're buying a gift for them. Um, Hearsay. Listen to what they like,
Hmm.
because if you go and you put down, you just say, "I'm gonna get it for them," they not gonna like it. So I listen to
Hmm.
hear. So when they say, "Oh, I want that new," let's see, I want the new Beyonce vinyl. I need to get this. I have to have it, and she has
Yeah.
merch. So I would go and I would find a way to get it to them that way. Something that they really, really want, not something that I know they wouldn't like. So
Right.
listen to hearsay, listen to what their favorite color is, listen to what their favorite artist, whatever it may be, and then pick the
Hmm.
gift like that. That's just a tip, just a suggestion. If you want to see
Yeah.
if it and score points to get them the perfect gift for Christmas.
Yeah. I'm just giving you the money. Go pick this stuff out yourself. Cause you may be like, I want that Beyonce jump, but I really need some gas. So you know what I'm saying?
Good point. Good point. Okay, this is a good one. Would you rather have a white Christmas or a tropical Christmas? And I know one of my guests this week said, "Oh, we don't want a hot Christmas because it's been cold lately. The temperature's been dropping."
Man, look, I'm a island baby, so yeah, I'll be somewhere in tropicals. Yeah, send me to Florida or Cali.
All right, all right.
Send me to the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Panama. I like to go out, man.
Oh my goodness. And speaking of breaks and vacations, would you rather have no spring break or no winter break if you had to choose?
Oh no, I got to have me a winter. Even though I want to spend my holiday, the Christmas holiday in somewhere warm. I'm a October baby, so I love the wintertime because that's when you get fly as hell. You get fly in the wintertime. And I like to dress up. I like Little Richard said, I like to put it on. So yeah,
Christmas indoors or outdoors?
inside the hell.
Some, what some people do is the bonfires. Like they make it, if they have like a balcony or something, they do the bonfires and they bring their drinks or whatever. I mean, but outdoors. If I mean they do though. They do. If they have
Yeah,
like
they do. They do. Yeah, but man, we gonna be in the house. We gonna
okay,
be in the house.
and then the next one is okay. This one is no. You said you don't eat. So if you
Now
had to
go ahead
choose,
with the question. Go with the question.
if you were to, would you? Well, you're not eating this, but you're preparing it. Would you rather
Mm,
prepare Christmas ham or turkey?
Turkey. I'm not gonna eat that pork. I'm gonna get the turkey. If I had a choice, I'd
Um,
eat the turkey.
Devon said the same thing yesterday.
Yeah,
It is something about turkey, especially if you're able to put whatever you like in that turkey, whatever. Because I've seen people
yeah,
put all sorts of sauces and stuff in the turkey. So we just
Yeah.
had Thanksgiving not too long ago, and I've seen people
Mhm.
find different ways to cook their turkeys, to cook their hams, or whatever. I'm an October baby. I hate the cold. I'm a Scorpio. Me too, girl. I'm a
I'm an
Scorpio. My
October
mom.
baby. I love the cold.
I love the cold weather. I love the cold
Yeah, I
weather.
love the cold. Yeah, I love the cold.
My mom's Libra, October 7th. Mine's is the 31st on Halloween. So
Okay.
complete different personalities. One minute, but I get hot and sometimes she'll get cold because she's hyperemic. So I'm just like, okay, we
Yeah.
got to be warm in here for her. And for me, I got to be cool, it's
Yeah, I
comfortable.
gotta be cool because I don't want to be sweating for nobody, man. That's a lot of showers in the summertime. You understand me?
Oh,
That's a lot of showers in the summertime, man.
and, and you wash down and sweat, you go outside and the sun is just beaming on you. So I'm kind of,
Mm,
yeah. All right,
yeah.
fashion dog
But
that.
let me say this for my Thanksgiving. I had vegan marry me chicken. It was with chickpeas and it was delicious. Fire. Good. I had greens without the meat, cabbage without the meat. It was fire. Fire, 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 fire.
And that's the best kind. My mother said she was not cooking for Thanksgiving because last year she did Christmas and she did Thanksgiving. I did the baked
Yeah.
macaroni and cheese. And she said, I'm not setting foot in that kitchen, but she made little things here or there, but
Hmm.
it wasn't as big as it was last year because we
Yeah.
literally had to do like a Uber Eats where we were transported. We typically would have Thanksgiving at my grandmother's house, and everybody
Mm.
was on home for Thanksgiving. So we had to go and transport food to each other's
Yeah.
house,
Yeah.
swapping food and things like that. And then we also gave Christmas gifts that way. So it was pretty fun, a little different.
That's good. I had sweet potato cornbread. You ever had that?
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm in South Carolina, so
Sweet potato
cornbread.
cornbread?
Mm,
Yeah, fire, fire, fire. And I got people out there in North Carolina. Why are we speaking on it before you go? I just got a call today that I got a role for um, a film. I play a character named D, and the film is in North Carolina. So shouts out to North Carolina. I literally just got that call before I got here. So shouts out to North Carolina.
and it's
And
a
let me say
lot.
this last thing. I'm praying. Y'all pray for me. I just turned in my self tape for the biopic of Little Richard, and
Mm,
I'm hoping that goes well. So
you got this. You got this because, as you said in the beginning of our interview, it's God's timing, it's God's will, it's going to happen. So if you put it out there in the universe, it's going to happen full circle. Now,
yeah.
right, before we conclude, Fashion Dogs, I'm going to let Michael ask me some questions. We do what's called turn the tables. And my guests, because there's a lot of new faces in here, they get to ask me as many questions as they want on anything related to fashion, beauty, life, uh,
Hmm.
goals, dreams, ambitions, whatever they want to know. So I'm gonna pass it on down to Mike here. Take it away.
Okay. So what do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
I see myself with my own network. I believe that
Okay.
Oprah can have her own network. Another black
Hmm.
woman, because she opened the door for me, I can go and create my own network. And what I
Okay.
would do is bring on filmmakers like yourself,
Hmm.
Terry, so Maya, so many others, and give them an opportunity as well.
Hmm.
Black women, the same way with this platform here. So yeah.
Okay. If you had to choose radio or live TV,
I like live. I mean, I got a pretty face. I like live. I want people to be able to
okay,
see the
okay,
live.
okay, 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 cool, cool. Another question. Um, would you consider making your own clothes or like designing your own clothes or wear a designer's clothes?
Oh no, honey, I'm a diva. Somebody's gonna have to make my clothes for me. Okay?
So you're gonna have to work.
I want to be able to do the fitting. I want the
Yeah,
whole nine. Like I've seen designers behind the scenes. I think it was who was it? Cardi B when she wore
yeah,
that long. number to the
She
Met
did.
Gala.
It was all the way in the back. It down there about she had a mild dress on.
And it took about five. I told Devon this yesterday. It took about five, damn near 10 guys to carry that train.
Yeah,
Those
it
gowns are
did. It did. Okay. All right. Next question. How many questions I get?
as many as you like, whatever you want to
Oh,
know.
okay. All right. So my next question. Um, how long have you been doing um what you're doing right now on this platform? How long have you been doing it, and what inspired you to do it?
Style by Stevie, I started right after high school. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a clue. Right after high school,
Yeah.
teenager, wet behind the ears. And it wasn't originally called Style by Stevie. It was called Weekdays Topics. And we wouldn't do it at 4, it would be at 11 o'clock.
Hmm.
And we would just cover everything from pop culture, what's
Yeah.
going on in the world, things like that. And then I just took a turn and I said, you know what? I want to start interviewing guests. And luckily, I had friends who are music artists. And I said, you know what? Let's give them a platform. And so I was sitting in my room brainstorming one day and I said, it's got to have a name. Not Weekdays Topics, Style
Mm.
by Steve. Because I love
Dope.
fashion. I love beauty. I love entertainment. I
Yeah.
love to make sure that people are happy and make people happy. That's why I got into the business. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. What has been some of your milestones, some of your bumps in the road, some of your trials and tribulations as far as getting this off the ground?
Being told no, and I'm pretty sure we've all had doors closed in our faces and,
Hmm.
being rejected, saying, what you're not what we're looking for. So you
Hmm.
take that no and turn it into on. No is on spelled backwards.
Yeah, it
And
is.
I take that as a challenge when somebody tells me, and some of the challenges that I've had faced because you're brown skin, you're black, you're a woman,
Mm-hmm.
you're all of these things, and you're not what we're looking for. Because the average talk show host is like the Tamron Halls of the world, or the
Hmm.
Jennifer Hudsons, or the Sherry Shepherds. I have my
Hmm.
own look. Everybody has their own individual look and style for
Hmm.
how they do the platform, and that's what I want. I want people to remember me not for the aesthetic, but for the message that not just myself, but for my guests, they
Right.
give to them as well. I've done interviews where
Hmm.
guests would say, I can relate to this because this is personal to me, or I know someone who's experienced this.
Okay. Okay. Now, my last question: if there's anything in your life that you'll take back, what would that be?
What would I take back as far as life's choices? Not listening
Yeah.
to my instinct, because sometimes our instincts lead us wrong. And I've doubted myself for the longest. I said, this season right here is not going to work. Oh, I started back in January of this year, January 2nd. I said, oh no, people are not going to want to watch me. They're going to get sick of me. They're going to get sick of seeing my
Hmm.
face. Yes. And I just doubted myself. And then as soon as I popped back on January 2nd, like how we're having a conversation now and people coming from
Yeah.
everywhere, that's how it
Yeah.
was. And
Okay.
I was showered with so much love and admiration. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get one more question in. One more question. My last question is, what has been the best interview you put on your platform?
Well, I've had
Tell the
so
truth, shame the
many,
devil.
and you see some of them. Oh my God, that's like asking a mother to choose her child. I've had so many. Wow.
I'm glad I hit you with that one.
Oh man. Because Terry said the same thing. He made the face like, now you have Vanessa. Yes, I've had the Queen on the show. I had Vanessa Williams on the show, and
Okay.
that one's I go with that one because it's personal to me. We
Mm.
see this beautiful woman. This is Miss America. And when she popped
Yeah.
up on the camera, fresh face, no makeup, as you can see from the interview, I'm glammed up. She came on face washed, looking the same way she did when she did Soul Food. And I've looked
Mm.
on magazine covers growing up, watched
Yeah.
her music videos, watched her in films. Well, I was too young
Yeah.
to watch Soul. Don't watch that. But
Yeah.
that was one of the greatest interviews of my lifetime. And people still
Dope.
to this day will inbox me about that interview. and say, how did you get her? How did you do it? I was
Mm.
I was terrified because I said I don't want to mess up. The same with you and the same with Terry. I was nervous, but I said, you know what?
Mm.
I prayed to God. I said, God, please don't let me mess this up. And when I came on, it was just like I was talking to an old friend or a
Yeah.
sister. She's so down to earth. But I could say your interview, our interview. I could say Terry's interview. It's like asking a mom to
Mm.
a child. I've
You
had
know,
so many.
I'm gonna put you on blast.
I, he got me, y'all. He got
Yeah.
me. It's so many. It's so many.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's all the questions I got.
Yes. And the final thought, what do you want to tell your supporters? What are some final gems? And where can everyone follow you? What gems would you leave with your supporters?
What I want to leave with people is trust in God.
All
Just go for what you want. Go for what you know in life. Um, Try. Never accept defeat without making the effort. That's it. You can never accept defeat without making the effort, because you'll never know until you try. And just trust in God, And always remember, some things that we pray for, we may not be ready for, it may not be for us.
mm, absolutely. Absolutely. And for the next person, it might not mean right now, but this opportunity that's coming for you is for you only. My mother, she told me that. She said,
Hmm.
when you miss one opportunity or somebody else got it, there's always one that is coming along for you. So to
Hmm.
anybody, carve your own path. And today's final thought comes from the book, Rest is Resistance. And it says, take time to rest and honor your body's need for rejuvenation. Make sure that you are pouring into yourself, loving in yourself, inward and outward, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And
That's
that
right.
goes to anybody. We spend so much of giving ourselves to the world. We're in high demand, whether it's on set, whether it's family, as we were talking about being well, like I said, I don't have kids, but Michael talked about being a father. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the audience members out there that have children know what it's like, where you have to sacrifice everything for the sake of your family as well as your career too. And you have to find that balance. So to anybody out there, make it work. And as I said, when someone tells you no, take that no and you turn it into on. Because again, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm very feisty. I'm very passionate about what I go after. So when somebody challenges me and say, no, you can't do this,
Hmm.
and even when I was going to school, we've had people try to challenge you, like, oh, you're not going to pass that test. I said, watch me.
Hmm. And sometimes it's not God saying no, it's just maybe God saying not with them. So protect
Yes,
your surroundings.
absolutely. Be vigilant, stay aware to what's going on, and make sure that you are taking care of yourself. And as Amira,
Yes,
God, you're so gorgeous, Amira. She says, balance is key.
that's my girl.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
So,
one of my high school schoolmates right there.
and they come in and showing you love and support. Never left.
That's love. Yes, thank y'all.
Absolutely. So this was an amazing interview, Michael, and I'd love to have you back
Thank you.
on again.
Hey,
Great
anytime.
conversation.
Anytime. Just get ready for Poly Love in Peach City Part 2 coming out this month. And Tears of a Hustle Season 2. Get ready for that this month. And damn, it's a lot of projects coming out. What I Do for Love coming out in January. Um Beauty and the Struggle coming out in January. And Sinful Lies. And The Group Home coming out this month. You know what I'm saying? Directed by Kristen Love Lee and co-produced by myself. So check that out. There's a lot coming out. Man, 2025, baby. It's gonna go down. You hear me? Yeah. I
And
just had to pop.
again,
Yeah.
no, go ahead. And then where can
Yeah.
everyone follow you and make sure that they stay engaged in the project?
Yeah. You can follow me at Michael James underscore presents. That's MICHAELJAMES underscore PRESENTS. And make sure you check me out.
All right, fashion dolls, and you guys already know, Style by Stevie season 19 will premiere. We'll be back January 1st, 2025. Amazing guests, out of this world fashions, so much more. So make sure you guys are staying tuned and head on over and subscribe to Style by Stevie Daytime on YouTube if you have not. I love you all. I want you guys to stay fierce, stay fabulous, stay vigilant, be aware to what's going on. We love you. And thank you all so much. And get your holiday shopping done if you have not. Get on it, y'all. Christmas will be before you know it. I love y'all and y'all be safe. And Michael, as always, a great conversation.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. Take care, everyone.
Y'all be safe.